Hi everyone, it's Donna. It is now day 4 of the 7-day slim down, right? I think so. I have to tell you, yesterday was the first day I actually was really hungry in all 3 days. I'm still not sure whether it was that stupid teaspoon of honey. Maybe that spiked my blood sugar, but I don't really think that's possible. But I was hungry throughout the day, even into the night. I'd swapped one of my snacks and had the cucumbers with hummus that night, and even after that, I said if a pizza showed up, I wouldn't have minded. But yesterday was the first day that I actually was really hungry, and the hilarious part was that I did yoga in the morning, as I had talked about, and then when body jam time came around, I have to say I was really tired. The irony was not lost on me that the day I post a video about how much I love what I do, and I go whether I'm tired or not, I was really, really tired. And I think the only reason I got there last night was because I couldn't deal with the irony that the day I post a video about working out all the time was the day I was going to quit the gym. But I think I would genuinely was tired because I got in the car and I was like, this is half the battle is just getting up, and it is 99.9% of the time. That is very true. But even during the class, I was really still tired. Not like worn out, but towards the end, I could have laid down and taken a nap. So I think that was a sign that I actually probably could have skipped the gym last night and not felt bad about it. I just would have that was a night that I was tired versus being, skipping it because I felt like lazy. There's a difference. I always know there's a difference. You feel good when you skip it because you're tired, and you feel really not great when you skip it because you're lazy. There's a difference. Same thing with splurging. I think this is the same thing. When you splurge and it's something you really want, it's good, and when you splurge just because it's there and you don't really want it but you have it anyway, you feel bad. So there's definitely a difference. And the main thing I wanted to talk to you today about was diet. I hate using that word diet, but lifestyle program is a little long, so I'll use diet for the sake of time. But just like working out, I've always found a way to keep my diet to be something that I enjoy. You can read my weight loss story above, but the way I started was I just, it was solely diet and exercise when I started. I've never done a diet program outside of this Tone It Up Slim Down. I think I've done one other little one. I did a Reader's Digest thing after New Year's last year for a few days. But besides that, I've never done an actual diet program. And I liked, the hand holding for the week, but I've never really liked the idea of something telling me what I could and couldn't eat. I always liked being in control and saying, I want to have something because it's healthy, versus somebody saying, you need to eat this because it's healthy, or you can't have this splurge because it's bad for you. I liked saying, I don't want it because it's bad for me. Or I'm going to have it, but I'm going to have it in, a regular portion control thing. So that's always worked for me. You have to find your own thing that really works in terms of diet. I had joined a very popular weight loss program the year after me and Scott had been together, and then we moved in. I had put on about 30 pounds, and I had joined that in the hopes of, restarting my progress. And I hated it because I knew what I had to do, and then here was people telling me what I had to do, and I didn't like it at all. And then my last, you go to meetings. My last meeting, somebody had got up, and they were a member who had reached their goal weight, which is awesome. And one of the things they said was the key to their success was always going to meetings. And I think meetings are great. They're motivating. You're with your peers who are all going through the same thing. For me, it was like that loophole to give myself the excuse that if I skip a meeting, then I could be a little more indulgent. I knew for myself, just like weight loss, I needed to have no excuses. And that's like my weird, quirky little thing that I know. Again, know thyself. I knew that I needed to not have any reason, because you miss a meeting here and there, and then you go, oh well, I'm not going to go to a meeting this week so I can be a little more indulgent. I didn't like having that excuse, and 99.9% of the people who go to these meetings love them and they work for them, and that is fantastic. I am the one weird percent that I didn't like having that loophole for myself. So you have to find your own. That's my own quirky little thing about diet. You have to find your own things. Diet is like 99.9% mental. I think especially for women, it's just we pick food out of emotion and all these things. You need to find the thing that works for you. And that's the one little thing. I liked always being in control and choosing what I wanted to do versus having somebody tell me. I did like the hand holding this week. I liked not having to think about it. But even yesterday, I actually left my yoga class and I was like, oh, I want a smoothie. And for the sake of the 7-day slim down, I didn't have one. But, if I had a smoothie, who cares? It's not like I'm going to get a burger and fries. Like, I would have been fine. But, for the sake of those 7 days, I stuck to it. But, you got to pick what you like and what works for you, especially when you do healthy choices. And I think the genesis of any diet program, you need to know how to eat healthy. I mean, it's still hard for me. 10 years going, I still, I'm learning every single day about what's good and what's not. And you don't have to get wrapped up and crazy about it. But I think you need a foundation of eating healthy when you do any diet, if a diet program works for you, because if you go off that diet, you need to know how to live life, and that's the most important thing. With diet, I've always had a problem because you could be on a diet and then you could be off a diet, and I have good and bad times. We just went through a really maybe like a splurge time where we weren't losing like we wanted to, but the thing with diet is you're not in control. So then if the diet doesn't work, it's the diet's fault. And you take that responsibility off yourself. You really need to always feel like you are accountable. And that's what I always kind of tried to do. And it's worked for me. It's, still work in progress. Hence the title journey. This is still a journey and it's still work every day. It really is. But it's worthwhile. I feel a lot better this week than I have recently. So it's worth it, You want your chocolate cake some days, but this week I didn't have it and I feel okay. Well, not yet. I think tomorrow I'm actually going to make a video about splurges because I have a little hurdle to get through tomorrow night and I will explain that. Nothing big. It's just normal life. So I'll talk about splurges and weekends and what I try to do next week or tomorrow. So that's all I have for today. I hope you liked that and I hope it helps, and I'll talk to you later.